Hi guys. In this video, I wanted to show you guys how to deploy deploy is not the correct word, but how to host a website on a virtual machine in Azure. That's my goal of today's video, and in order to do that, we need to visit the Azure portal. From the Azure portal, we want to press create a resource. Here we want to go for the virtual machine. We want to press, well, you can either press create new or you will get to this page. From here, we need to specify a couple of things. We need to create a new resource group. I'm going to call this remove virtual machine resource group because I will remove it after. I'm going to give my virtual machine a name, a website machine. I need to choose a region. I will choose West Europe. I don't want any availability zones. So availability zones, if you want higher uptime or if you want kind of to back up your virtual machine, I don't need this because I'm going to remove this. I'm also going to go with the standard security type because this is just a demo. For the image, I'm going to choose for the image, we're gonna choose. Can actually go back here and just open this menu. We're gonna choose Windows Server 2019 data center. From here, we'll go down to this size. We're gonna change the size. So you cannot choose what size you want. You can take the standard B2S. For me, because I have a policy, some of the sizes are locked so that you don't spend where you don't need to spend. So basically, we'll take the standard B2. We're gonna scroll down. Now we need to add an administrator account so that we can RDP into this account. I'm gonna add my username, which is Kakashi Dota. I'm gonna add a password, and remember that you need to have a long password, and it has to have lowercase, uppercase, and a special character, right? Like so. And then we're gonna allow RDP, and then we'll just press review and create. We don't need to do anything else in the setup. There we go, and then you can press create. It's gonna take a couple of minutes because it's like 7 resources that need to be set up. I think it will take a minute or so, and I'll be back when it's finished. It seems that it's finished, and here's my virtual machine. And in order to me to go to my virtual machine, I'll press the website machine. I'll press here. I'll press the connect button. Connect. From here, we want to press the RDP, native RDP. We press select, start virtual machine. So we need the virtual machine to start. Usually it auto starts. I was just a bit too fast. So now the virtual machine is getting started, and now we should be able to connect. We'll press connect. We'll press download RDP file here. When it's downloaded, you'll press the RDP file. You'll get this prompt. You'll press connect. From here, you cannot log in with what's the default because this is not your username for the virtual machine. This is the username for your computer. You need to log in with the username you put in the Azure portal. So you press more choices and then use a different account. And the username for me was Kakashi Dota. And then we'll put in the password. And then we'll log in. And then we'll press yes on the certificate. And now our virtual machine is getting started. Now the problem with the it's not a problem, but well, the purpose of a virtual machine isn't for it to act as a web server, right? Usually a virtual machine is quite enclosed and has high level of protection, but for us to use this virtual machine as a web server that actually serves a web page, we need to open up some ports because per default all the ports are closed. The only port that is open right now in this virtual machine is port 3389, and this one allows access to RDP. For us to enable HTTP traffic on the internet, we need to open up ports. We need to open up port 80, and we need to open up port 443 for secure connections. And the way we open up ports is by pressing the networking tab here. And then we can add an inbound port. You see here we have one port open, it's 3389. We need to add an inbound port, so we'll do that by pressing add inbound port. Source, it can be any, and then which port do you want to open? We want to open up 80, the port 80, right? And you can just leave everything as is, so you'll open up the port 80. We'll also open up the port 8080, which is kind of a secondary port, so we'll just press add. Okay, we need to change the priority, cannot have the same priority, so I'll add 311 or something. And then we'll also add 14443, right? And that can be 320, sure, why not? There we go. So now we have 3 ports opened up, right? If we go to the virtual machine, we see the virtual machine is now online, right? So this is the virtual machine you're seeing in front of you. Now, in order for me to visit my virtual machine from my computer, well, I could go and visit the IP address of the server, and this is the IP address. So what I can do is I can copy this IP address here. I can copy it, and then I'll try to visit it, and then you'll see, well, I can't visit it because nothing is being served currently. The virtual machine isn't a web server currently, it's just a virtual machine. For it to act like a web server, I need to actually configure it to be a web server. And the way you do that in a Windows Data Center is you go to the server manager thing here, and then you press add the roles and features here, and then you press next, 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 and then you'll scroll down to and press this one. So on server roles, you press web server so that it can act as a web server. You'll add the features, and then you go next, 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 and install. Now you need to wait for a little bit while this installs. And then from here, we can, while it installs, we can go back to our computer, and you see that we cannot visit our website because it's not a web server currently. But this installation will help us with that, so we'll wait for it to do its thing. Now that we can see that the installation is done, we can press close. And now we should have this configured to be a web server. You can see there, here, that we have one IIS running. In order for us to actually visit the website and do stuff with the website, well, it should be enough. We should be able to visit the website, and it should be a template website for now. And there you go. You see now that when I visit my IP address, I get this Internet Information Services, Microsoft something something, right? So I get a template website. And this is actually the IP address of my web server or my virtual machine. So now that when I visit my virtual machine's IP address, I get this web server or this website, right? So now I've configured it so that it can act as a website. But how do I actually manage the website? Because maybe I don't want this template. Maybe I actually want my code to be running here, right? Well, you can do it a couple of different ways. The first way is you can press manage up here, or you press tools actually, and then you go to the IIS manager, Internet Information Services IIS manager. You press this one, and then this window will pop up, right? And then you can see you have one server currently running, and this server, right, is, let's see if we can open it. You see it has one site, and this is the default website over here. What we can do is we can go to let's see, explore. If we go to explore, we'll get this where did it go, my bad. Here we'll get this, oh Jesus, it's so bright everything. We'll get this window with the code to the website. So it's over here, so we can open this. We can double press it, this HTML document. So this is the actual website. It will load very shortly. You see, that's the website. And if we want to change the website to something else, for example, we can do the following. So in order for us to actually add a different website, we can do the following. We'll do we'll press here on the site and we'll add, right click it, add website, right? And for the website, well, we need to create a new file that will be our website, right? And for us to do that, we can go to the default website, press Explore, and this is where the files will lay for our website, right? So either we'll create a new folder here, or we can actually remove these files. Let's remove these files for now, and then we're gonna create a new file, text document. Or now let's go back. Let's not remove this because this is being used for now. We're gonna create a new file, text document, because I don't have any code editors on this computer right now. I'll open this file. From here, let's add some HTML code. And what we can do is we can use ChatGPT to generate us some code. So here's ChatGPT. I'm gonna ask it to generate a simple website, right? Generate simple HTML website that says hello world. And then we'll wait. There we go. It generated some code. We're just gonna copy this code over here. We're gonna go back to our virtual machine. We're gonna paste it in there, and now we got this right. And then I think it's enough. We just close and save it. I think it will understand. No, it didn't understand. So we're gonna open this again, and we're gonna add. It didn't understand that it's an HTML file. So we're gonna fix this right now by doing save as, right? And instead we'll do all files, and we'll do index.html, for example, like that. And then we'll do boom, like that. Oh, it didn't save. Oh, there we go. There's my index.html. Here it is. And you see hello world. And in order for me to actually use this page instead of the page that is being used right now, I'll do add website, and then we call it a new website, and then we need to specify the path of this file, and the path of this file should be in, let's see, where is it? To find the path of the file, we could simply go here. So it's on this PC, Windows, enetpub, www.root. Okay, so we'll do this PC, and then we'll go, where did it say? It said C, and then it said enetpub, and then it said www.root, and we'll press OK, right? And then hold on, select. Physical path is here, host name. Okay, now that we got the website, we can try to remove the other things that's in this physical folder. So we'll press explore, we'll remove these two, and now we have our index. Now, if we visit our website, then hopefully it should display this new site. Let's see. So we'll just restart the website real fast. There we go, and then we're gonna browse, and we're gonna visit it, and then we see hello world. Also, if I go from my local computer, right here, and I press refresh, I get hello world. Now, I understand now this is not something you would like to do because it's kind of a shitty website, right? But again, you can download all the necessary programs to actually run code here. You could also, let's say you can maybe have your code on on GitHub, right? So you could visit your GitHub page. So let's just start without your data, and confirm and continue. Start without data, confirm and continue. And then we'll go to, let's say, for example, oh, Jesus Christ, Edge. We'll go to github.com, and then I could search for Kakashi Dota. I go to the users, I find myself, and let's say I want to download a repository. Let's just say, for example, we'll just take this repository, right? I can download this code, download zip, and it will be downloaded to this virtual machine. And now I could actually just run this instead, right? And that's how you could easily configure a virtual machine to act as a web server with Azure virtual machines. Thank you, guys.